Hey everyone, we have a little bit of a different video here today. I'm going to be showing you my custom build with Stop Motion Genius of the Superlaser cannon from the Battle of Crait. This is used in the movie by the First Order to blow open the giant door. So we've made a custom model of this for our Battle on Crait mock. This is a collab mock with, like I said before, Stop Motion Genius. You can check his channel out with the link below. Today I'm going to be going over our custom build. This thing's kind of giant, so I had to take down some of my Lego drawers so it would actually fit on my table. So starting off with these boxes, I'm going to disconnect them from the cannon so that we can get a good look at them. So as you can see, the front of them is basically the same. There is some differences in the back and top, which I'll go over in a minute. But we just have kind of a clean looking, mostly just a solid wall in the front. We have some pieces jutting out, some sloped pieces here. And we just try to add a little bit of detail on the front, just because that's what's going to be seen first. And then we used the black and the dark gray to kind of give it some more pop. And then on the top, we kind of slope up to reach the next level here, where we have a few different kind of pieces up here. As you can see, it's a little bit different on the different tops, but mostly it's the same design. I really like how this piece looks in the very center of the build. It makes it look really clean and nice, and then with the dark gray shining through, it just looks great. Now the sides of these are the same. So this is one side and a different side. They are pretty simple, look a lot like the front, and then the only really difference between these two is the back. This is where Stop Motion Genius and I just kind of put random junk on the back to give it a little bit more interesting bits. We added some red pieces for the extra pop, and then some random bits and pieces to make it look better. So you have these two, which, as you can see in pictures, go on front of the cannon, well, in front of the cannon. So if we attach these using these things right here, that is how it will look once we set it up. Now I'm going to disconnect them again so we can get a good look at the cannon here. So the cannon itself is pretty fragile. We're not building very many things for our mock to be super sturdy, since we're not treating it as a playset of any kind. So we have these two things that connect to the front pieces. I'm not really sure where these came from. They were from a Lego haul. I used these to create the connecting pieces. And then on here, we're using some pieces from the General Grievous' speeder bike, that round clear piece, to create the circle effect. And I kind of used the same design as the speeder bike, as the wheel bike, excuse me, to circle around here. Then we used the treads from the set in 2013. I'm forgetting the name. I'll throw up a picture, but that's where these came from. And then the front here, we've created the cannon look. We're going to add a red laser for the actual mock, but for now we're just leaving it as so. So together, Stop Motion Genius and I built this thing. As I said before, it was his idea to use these kinds of pieces to get the walls to the right kind of shape and slope that we wanted. We added in the legs on the sides, which you can see in pictures and in the movie. They could be a little bit bigger, but they look fine to me. They're exactly the same on the other side. So this doesn't fold down very much, just because the legs get in the way and because, well, that thing falls off. So it just attaches down right here. And so on the side, we just added some random little bits and pieces. And then on the very back, we have another one of the wheel bike pieces. You can see that one a little bit more clearly. We just added a little bit of detail back there to make it more interesting. And then on the other side, we have the same thing, just some more different designs on the main bit. And then the top of it is pretty straightforward looking. It's just some more detailing. So the purpose of this cannon isn't really for specific little details and stuff. It's mostly more for the big overall look. Since this thing is so giant, we're not going to be looking at it super close in the mock. There's going to be so much going on. I think it turned out really well. The only problem is when we made this, we didn't expect it to end up being so big, so we're going to have to extend our mock just so we can fit this thing on better. Keep your eye out for more Crait videos coming up soon. We're going to be posting every 2 weeks with our updates. And then I will be reviewing more of the collab builds that me and Stop Motion Genius have worked on. We're going to be taking a in-depth look at some more creations that we've made in a few weeks. So watch out for those, and we will see you guys later.